Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah.
Yo, what's up guys, it's our video, welcome back to another video. So guys, I'm going to be talking and showing you guys how to kind of abuse the market, or the auction house as someone would call it, or the marketplace, whichever one you want to call it. So I'm going to be kind of showing you guys how to make money from it. So if you guys like this video, leave a like and subscribe. Subscribing is free, turn on the bell notification so you never miss a video. I don't make clickbait content, never will be. Hopefully I never will. I'll kind of go on like a new player's perspective, you know, how to really make money from the shop with like really any money. Even a new player could go to a billionaire real quick from the shop. So as a new player, you come over here, you're like, yeah, everything's kind of expensive. And you're like, okay, I only have, let's say, like $30,000. I'm not gonna be able to buy any of this stuff. But you can buy stuff. Now, road chairs, people sell these things for $1,000 a lot. Like, you know, any item, people sell them for like $1,000. And if someone sells it to you, or sells it for like $1,000 and you snipe it, then you come over here in the sell, and then you can sell the item that you got for $1,000 for a lot higher. So like road chairs, if I got this for like $1,000, I could sell it, and I just made 63.2 million. But I'm trying to sell my road chairs anyway, so. So yeah, that's kind of how you can make money with any money. Now, let's say you have like 10 million. And you're like, I can't really buy anything. But there is stuff you can buy. So, there's a thing called inflations, and I'll go over that in a little bit. So, modern signs and wooden signs are the best way to make money. It's actually a good price. So they are the best way to make money, especially overnight. Because, let's say, since you have 4 sell slots, unless you buy one of these one-use slots, don't buy these, they're not worth it. They're a complete waste of Robux. You buy them for, let's say you buy these for like 1.5 million, you buy 2 of those for 1.5 million. You buy 2 of these for 1 mil. Sell these for 6, so when you come in here, 2 of these slots, wooden signs, and 2 of them modern signs. So sell 2 modern signs for about 12 mil, and 2 wooden signs for about, I'd say 6 or 5 mil, because if it gets inflated, you'll make a lot of money. And then you can kind of keep doing that. So an inflated item means when a rich person like me comes to this, like let's say I want to make penthouse ropes very expensive. I would buy all these pages, all these, all these, all those, these, and up to probably about here, and then I'd stop buying them, and then people would be selling for like 8 billion, 9 billion. That's what inflation is when the item becomes worth a lot of money. There's no more cheap of it. It's not cheap anymore, but it will go down over time. It'll go back down to its normal price, so it ain't gonna stay inflated forever. So that's kind of what an inflated item means, or how items get inflated. Some luxury silver trays, but it went up to a very high price. So I bought mine for like 4 billion and 5 billion. Now I'm selling them for 14 billion. That's how you can kind of make a profit. You buy it for cheap, and when it gets inflated, you sell it for more while the inflation's happening. And inflations only happen for about 10 minutes at most, depending on how much money they have and how much they want to keep it going. So I recommend buying a few of these, not a lot of those. A few of those, some of these. These are for like, you know, starters. Don't buy any of these. Buy definitely some of these. Buy maybe a few of these. Buy definitely about 5 of these each, but get them from when they're cheap. And maybe if you can, buy this when it's cheap for like maybe 300 mil, because this gets inflated quite a bit. Have a few silver play buttons, and that's about it. That's for basically starters. For, you know, advanced players, buy as many items as you can, because for me, if you own everything in the game, if you own at least one of every item that's a limited, you can be part of every inflation that happens, which means you'll be making money left and right. And then you're like, okay, but why would you want to be part of inflation for modern science? Like, it's only like 10 mil. Like, what's so special about it? You see, 10 mil is 10 mil. The way you have to start looking at it is the hacking happened like 2 weeks ago. Everyone got billions and billions of money. And we're all used to having billions. And we're so used to making money super fast. But now we have to start realizing the currency in the game is going down a lot. Like, it's starting to mellow out. Not everyone has hundreds of billions anymore. It's pretty rare to see someone with 100 bill. Even me getting even this, if it went from like 1 mil to like 20 mil, even that's worth me getting part of, because it helped me get maybe like 2 billion. You have to look at it in the long run. If I didn't do that, if I wasn't doing that at all, and I wasn't being part of the ones, you know, that are worth like 10 mil and whatnot, I'd probably be down 30 billion. That's why you want to be part of them. They can get you a lot of money. So you get every item in the game, you're basically good to go. So any inflation happens, boom, you're right there. You can sell your item. But you also have to be smart with it. So you can also gamble during inflation. So you can buy items. You know, let's say these penthouse ropes are, you know, selling for, let's say they're up right. Let's say they're selling for this, and you see someone selling for that, but you see these still going up, or let's say you see one for like this price. Is it really worth you buying? Because if the inflation ends, it's gonna start going down, and then once you're past this, you've already lost your money big time, and it's gonna keep going down, and then you've basically lost your money. I have had that happen to me a few times. I bought a coffee machine for 10 billion, and the inflation ended right as I bought it, so it went down. But the inflation happened again, and it went to 8 bill, so I sold it. So I didn't lose a whole lot of money, but I still lost money, which sucks. So you kind of can gamble with it. It's not the best, but you can do it. But another way you need to be doing in order to, you know, abuse the auction house is you need to be looking at the shop consistently, 24/7, and also be in the Big Games Discord, which basically are the owners of my restaurant, because people post in there like an item just got inflated, you know, and people start freaking out about it. You can't miss it. But when people start doing that, you know, you get notifications basically of when an inflation happens. Like, I've been playing games and I look on the Big Games Discord and I see people freaking out over an inflation, and then I go to my restaurant and I get part of the inflation and I make some money. I mean, I don't make as much money as if I was, you know, in the beginning of it, but I still make money. So that's the way you have to kind of look at it. I want to also talk about this real quick. Okay, so this was worth about 1.5 billion like 2 days ago, and now it's basically a billion more. But it is not being inflated. You know, like, you see it right here, it's like, oh wow, it's going to be inflated. Doesn't mean it's going to be inflated. It means it's going up in value. Inflation is when like 3 of these pages all disappear and it's selling for that much, or like even 4 of the pages disappear and it's selling for this much. That's what kind of like a value going up is when it goes up slowly but not a lot. Inflation is like when an item goes from like 50 million to a billion. That's an inflation. But you have to realize, you know, inflations that happen where items go up billions are very rare. Just know that. So you have to be lucky. That's why you want to own as many items as you can, so if it happens, you're right there and you can be part of it. That's kind of how I make my money, and how you guys should make your money, and that's basically how you abuse the shop, in a way. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It's free. You can unsubscribe when you want to. And join my build competition. It ends at the current time of recording this in 3 days, which basically on the 9th of this month it's gonna end. So yeah, and like and subscribe, like I said, it means a lot to me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.